Hey folks, welcome back to another video. For those of you who are new, my name is Liv and I use he and pronouns. Today I wanted to share something. You may have noticed recently in my recent videos that my voice is a little bit deeper. You may have noticed, I'm not sure. That's because I started HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. So I'm FTM transgender, so I was assigned female at birth, and I am currently on testosterone to undergo like the masculinization process of my body. I don't know if that sounds weird. Basically, going on testosterone to help my physical sense and like become more in line with my gender identity, basically. So I am almost 8 weeks on testosterone. I had my first injection. I'm on Reandron, so I had my first injection on the 12th of January 2021, and my second injection just last Tuesday, which is the 23rd of February 2021. That's really awesome. So I want to talk about a few changes that I've noticed so far, and I know I'm really early on in my transition, my medical transition that is. And obviously there isn't going to be like significant ridiculous change like facial hair and everything, because that takes years. But I want to talk about some of the changes I have noticed, and the first one is voice. It might not be like super obvious, but it has slightly deepened, and I'm gonna show you a voice progression video right now. Hi, my name is Lev or Levi. I use him pronouns, and I am 20 minutes on testosterone. And this is my voice 3 days on testosterone. And this is my voice 7 days on testosterone. And this is my voice 12 days on testosterone, almost 2 weeks. And this is my voice 2 weeks on testosterone. This is my voice 20 days on testosterone. And this is my voice 3 weeks on testosterone. Hi, my name is Lev, and this is my voice 23 days on testosterone. And this is my voice 4 weeks on testosterone. And this is my voice 5 weeks on testosterone. This is my voice 6 weeks on testosterone. Hi, my name is Lev. I use he and pronouns, and this is my voice 45 days on testosterone. Week 7, day 4. Change, as you can see, some change, but not like significant ridiculous amount of change. But that's to be expected. I'm only 8 weeks on testosterone, almost 8 weeks. That's less than 2 months, so patience. The next thing is acne. I have a lot more little like dots on my head and like my face. Like I didn't used to get this much acne pre-T. I didn't get this much acne. I used to like get some pimples like moderate size like this, and it would just die down, but like I never got like a lot of tiny red pimples. So acne has definitely started to be more prominent. I guess that's the word. Thing is periods, menstruation. So when I first got my T injection in January, I had my regular period cycle a few days after that, but then this month it's not I haven't had my regular cycle. It's just been what's called spotting. That's what my doctors call it, and that's what I call it. It's like period spotting. Like it's not like a full-on cycle. Like I usually menstruate very heavily, but now it's just like little bits coming out, and I'm noticing like little bits of it, but not like a lot of the menstruation. Like I think testosterone's confusing my body a little bit. It's like testosterone, do I menstruate, do I not menstruate? I don't know. It's very interesting to see this change, and I get cramps down there as well, like a regular period cycle, so that's interesting to notice. Within a few months of being on testosterone, it should clear out completely, as in I don't get any spotting or menstruation at all. And that's definitely a pro of going on testosterone, is no more periods, because periods are like not fun at all. Another thing is appetite and hunger. I've been eating so much more. Like I eat the same amount as I did pre-T, and that's not enough to fuel my body, and then I have to eat way more than I would normally pre-T, I guess, because I'm going through a second puberty. That's what it's, if most people go on hormone replacement therapy, think of it as like a second puberty, and it basically is a second puberty. Only this time I'm going through puberty that is aligned with my gender identity and not the other way around. Um, I honestly don't even remember what my first puberty was like the female puberty, because I was assigned female birth. I don't remember it, to be honest. I just remember dysphoria. I just remember chest dysphoria. That's the only thing I remember. Um, but yeah, I've been eating a lot more and having to know how to nourish my body properly, because I do a lot of boxing and high intensity interval training as well. So that I need to eat properly for that, plus nourish my body because I'm a growing boy. This one was an unexpected change. Like my fingernails, like I just like cut it before, but it grows out so much quicker compared to pre-T. Like I usually cut my fingernails once a month, but now I have to cut it twice a month because of the rate it is growing out again. It's like that's something I did not expect, honestly. It's just, but my toenails are growing at the same rate as I did pre-T, but my fingernails is just like doubled in growth rate, which is very interesting to me. Another thing is my upper body strength has slightly increased. I think that's because of a combination of testosterone plus boxing training and upper body exercises. It works well in combination. Like my muscles aren't like visible yet, but I can definitely feel it developing. And my upper body strength increasing a little bit. I mean, increasing slowly over time. So that's another good thing. There are a few other biological changes, but I'm not gonna really talk about it because it's, yeah, I feel weird talking about it and putting on YouTube, so I'm not gonna talk about it at this point in time. But definitely a few other biological changes that are also very interesting. Now I want to move on to those were the main physical changes I've been experiencing so far. Psychological, emotional changes. My mood has definitely been like fluctuating a lot. Sometimes I will just be so euphoric and happy, and then like 2 hours later I just completely crash and just feel sad, empty, and like I have no soul. It's very, I don't really know how to explain it. It's just very unstable at times, just fluctuating, unexpected down crashes. Sometimes I get really irritated for no reason that I can pinpoint in particular. I just like, sometimes I feel more on edge as well. It's just a lot of psychological things. But there's also definitely gender euphoria in knowing that my voice is deepening slowly over time, and that who I am in the like the biological sense is slowly aligning, becoming aligned with my gender identity, and that makes me feel very euphoric. I am seeing a therapist to support me on this HRT journey, which I think is very important, and also have a very supportive group of friends. If y'all are watching this video, thank you, and shout out to y'all. Y'all know who you are. My chosen fam, y'all know who you are. Something I said to my therapist and my close friends was that I knew that going on testosterone and going on the journey of medical transition would affect my mental health. Like it's inevitable, but I didn't think it would be this bad, to be honest. I have been having a lot of lows at the moment, so sometimes I just don't feel like creating content at all and just retreating into my own little world. But today I just felt like making this video, so I decided to make it. But sometimes I just don't want to do anything at all. That's part of my lows, just starting to lose interest in things I really love and am passionate about, and then I just need to take time off sometimes to recover and get back up on my feet, basically. Also, starting medical transition, going on testosterone, has brought up a few other psychological issues and like deep problems, you could say, that I didn't know I had buried deep down in my unconscious. And going on testosterone, learning more about myself, going through all of these emotional, physical, psychological changes, a lot of stuff has come up, and I am slowly working through it. But like, it's funny because I've been to therapy multiple times in my life, and before I went on testosterone, I thought like I got this, like I know how to cope. I've been through a lot of therapy, I've learned a lot in my life, I should be good. But reality hit me, and it's like, boom, these new things you haven't dealt with before, and you never really talked about, opened up about, don't know how to deal with properly. And that's where I am at the moment, just trying to work through these new issues I'd never really dug up in my mind. So for everyone who's currently going on through their own hormone replacement therapy journey, or like their own transi- medical transition journey, I want to say that take it easy. Like, be patient first of all. Changes aren't going to happen overnight, and that's the same for me. So everything I say here also applies to me. Be patient, be kind to yourself. Sometimes your mind and body just needs a break, especially when you're going through so much change. um, Rest up and know that it's okay to seek support, and it doesn't mean that you're like weak or anything. I've said this a few times in my previous videos, but it doesn't mean you're weak or anything like that. It's like okay to seek support because we're all human, and we don't have to go through everything alone. Um, yeah. Thanks, folks. That's all for now.